Ben Gordon. Now, there's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Now, that's a name I've not heard in a long time.
National champion, Ben Gordon at UConn.
Bulls is what I think of.
Bulls.
I mean, UConn
Chicago
first.
Bulls.
I agree.
Yeah. Chicago Bulls with Kirk Heinrich.
Who else was he on?
Detroit. He got the big contract with Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah, then was basically out of the league.
He was nice, though.
Ben Gordon could play. Ben Gordon could play. I like Ben Gordon. Shameless shout-outs coming up. 7:45. Shameless shout-outs. I'm going to try to laugh a little bit here on a Friday. I know it's doom and gloom. The weather's bad. It's raining. It's foggy. The Warriors are losing. Warriors have lost 5 straight. They're 1-5 at Chase Center now. And really, they're 0.2 seconds away from being 0-6 at Chase Center.
I don't want to think of that.
Klay Thompson hit a shot against Sacramento with 0.2 left. He could have been 0-6 at Chase Center. That's crazy. By the way, download the free Odyssey app. Listen to 95.7 The Game wherever you go. You can catch every Warriors game live on the app along with all the music and news the Bay Area needs. Catch amazing interviews you missed too, like Ross Tucker. Toy Starting Guru. Ross Tucker.
I now have a headache. I feel like I'm buffering.
Ross does talk. Mr.
Well,
Tucker.
Monte, you've got to know that if you want to go to a Philadelphia Eagle game, you're going to be in the tailgate parking lot area.
Yeah.
Italian Philly coach.
Philadelphia.
By the way, I will be rooting so hard for Patrick Mahomes this week.
I hate Philadelphia. And let me just tell you, I hate Philadelphia fans.
Well, did you see what they were doing?
Who?
The Philly fans?
What were they doing?
Well, apparently Ohtani's going to secretly meet with certain teams, and now they think they're in the mix.
Oh, I hope Ohtani doesn't go there.
If he goes to the Philadelphia Phillies, your face.
So wait a minute. So Giants have given up hope on Ohtani?
No. They're in the mix.
Giants are in the mix?
Bob Nightingale will forever put the Giants in the mix with everyone.
I also heard they were, also heard they were in the mix for Matt Chapman, Cody Bellinger, Blake Snell.
Mike Trout trade.
Not 5,
not 6.
Trading
not
for Mike
7.
Trout right now feels like trading if you're the Reds for Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh, my gosh.
No, doesn't it? I'd rather have Rendon than Matt Chapman, too. That's the other thing. Like, I know Rendon's been god-awful and injured and hurt. I'm not giving Matt Chapman $200 million. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a baseball.
Yeah, no. It's okay. No, I was just
Matt Chapman.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't care how good his glove is.
Yeah, at one time I was probably convinced I was going to do that. Not anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm good off that. Remember a couple of years ago, it was like $300 million for Matt Chapman.
Yes.
And
Olsen was always the guy to that pairing that
Thank
you wanted.
Yeah.
And it feels like a bargain now with the Braves.
Oh, my gosh.
The fact that he didn't win the MVP with the number. And
he wasn't even the finalist.
50-plus homers.
He wasn't even a finalist.
His numbers were unbelievable. If you did that in MLB The Show, there's no way you're not the runaway MVP.
I love Mustafa Ward on YouTube. He's one of our P1s, one of our loyalists. All the negativity coming in strong. Happy Friday. Well, with the Warriors, it's not really negativity. It's assessing the situation.
I mean, we're trying to be realistic.
It's to say, now, was there some silver linings? Sure. Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Brandon Pajemski. There were some silver linings.
But they've lost 5 straight.
Yeah, and we're in the bottom line business.
I mean, come on.
We're in the bottom line business.
I mean,
all right.
Hey, the sky's red today, guys. Do you see how red that sky is?
Right. So,
I'm optimistic, Monte.
I'll let my program director let me know, Matt Nahegan. And I'll tell him, hey man, what do you want me to do? Do you guys want me to wave pom-poms and tell you that everything is okay? Right now, everything's not okay, but I do have perspective. And the perspective is it's only 13 games. There's a long way to go. But boy, I don't have Draymond for the next 4, and I have Curry out with the right knee sprain. And now I got Gary Payton II out with a sprained ankle. All right? So it is still early. I get it. Things are going to flip. Wiggins will shoot better. But when? Klay Thompson right now can't create space. They were guarding him like he was Steph Curry yesterday. Lou Dort was all over him.
Honestly, at this point, like when it comes to Klay Thompson, I do want to make this very clear. We got to stop piling on, man. Like, we know what he is now. Like, we got it, dude. Like, his body has given out on him. It's the same way, like, that happened with Navarro Bowman. Everyone got to, like, acknowledge the great times, and let's just see how we could salvage the remainder of whatever his tenure is, whether he can be a lifer with the Warriors and evolve and change into something different. But like, stop piling. It's not doing him any good. The guy's very emotional and deep with it right now, and he's searching and he wants it bad. It's not for a lack of effort.
Right. And honestly, I don't even want to talk about his contract right now. I don't even want to talk about it.
It is what it is.
Let it play out.
Yeah, and
let it play out about whether this guy.
It's not a 7-year deal.
Right. Let it play out. Let it play out. Let's go to Mr. D in the city. Mr. D, what's happening, my man? Mr. D. Oh, there it is.
Listen, I heard what you guys were just saying, and I hate to say this, but Clay's got to come off the bench, man. He can't get his shot off, and I'm telling you, that's a liability. He tries to shoot, and he's scared of getting his shot blocked down. That is not conducive to, even when you have a shot, to being accurate on it. And Wiggins, I know you said he got one more game, Bonte, but I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, we'll reassess on Monday. we got one tomorrow, and then I'll see you on Monday, Mr. D. And you know what? It's going to be a football Monday, so it may not get much out of it. Go let Mr. D.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah,
keep
go
going,
ahead, Mr. D.
I'm kind of.
I'm not seeing what I need to see, and he's not playing that great a defense right now either. I think we got to play Trey Jackson-Davis more.
I'm with him.
I just. Looney is great when he gets in a rhythm, but we need somebody who can score inside too. Looney is missing some chippies.
Yeah, he is.
So we got some work to do.
Mr. D, it's a great point, and you sound like someone who's lived a little. Look, when you say to someone, you need to take a step back, everyone thinks that like, oh, that's a step back forever, right? For example, I'm going to give you a real life scenario. There have been times in different businesses or people's lives where they're overcommitted financially and they need to file Chapter 11 or Chapter 13 and they need to get bankruptcy. And what it does is it resets their books. And yeah, they take a short-term hit, 7 years. It sucks, all right? It's a big hit. But then they recalibrate, and then moving forward, they're able to have some wiggle room, right? And I would say this on the Klay Thompson thing. Now is a great time for him to accept a different role, some kind of a different role, recalibrate as he takes a step back.
Well, I see. You know what, though? And this is another thing where, just hear me out here when it comes to Klay Thompson.
What's that?
Because I am close to this team. Klay Thompson's very coachable. This whole myth that he's not going to sacrifice anything, that was 7 years ago when he was in his prime with Kevin Durant. I understand that. I actually understand that. But he actually did sacrifice during that time when it came to defense. He took on the opposing, which affected his offense, and he struggled at times in the playoffs, even when Kevin Durant was here. Klay Thompson has sacrificed. Look at his three-point attempts. Last year, he averaged 10.6 three-point attempts per game. Right now, he's averaging 6.8 three-point attempts per game. So he's taking 4 less threes per game. You guys wanted him to sacrifice shots? He's done that. He's done that. You want him to play down on the block defensively? Well, you know what? He's done that. He's made those adjustments. So everything we've asked of Klay Thompson as a fan base, and everything Steve Kerr has asked, of Klay Thompson has done that.
Okay.
He's been coached up.
Do you think
he's been coachable?
Like right now, to me, what I would try to do is I'd put Moody into the starting lineup with Wiggins and start with a better perimeter defense. Because right now...
Well, who's been better this year, Wiggins or Klay?
Oh, Clay's been better than Wiggins. Why, you disagree?
No, I
think Clay's
because in this scenario, because look, I'm all for all my mindset.
I'm trying to maximize Klay.
Well, yeah, my mindset when it comes to Klay, get him around guys who can create.
That's why I want him.
So maybe he does play
second unit with CP3 and Saric.
But in this theory here, when it comes to Wiggins to Klay, it's almost like, wait, we're going to punish you? You've had 4 bad games.
But it's not punishment.
Wiggins has been bad every single game.
We're trying whatever we can do to win.
But Klay has actually been the better player than Wiggins.
Well, Bonte,
you know what I'm saying?
Quite honestly, I'd be shipping Wiggins out. I know you want to wait X amount of games, but to me, Wiggins is the only guy who another team might want because of his age and because of his salary. So I think Wiggins is on the fast track out of here. If I was just guessing, okay, I have no ties or anything, but I'm just watching the guy. We're applauding effort at this point. I mean, it's a wrap. Like when it comes to
13 games. 13 games. Again, I'm going to give it another game.
Yeah, but I go back to last year, and something's been off for a while.
Well, last year he got off to a great start. He got off to a great start. Go look at the numbers. Go look at the gameplay. Wiggins picked up where he left off.
A good month and a half.
Well, he suffered the adductor. He came back, and then he left for personal reasons. And he has never been the same.
All right.
But let's not say he was bad all last year. He was playing like an all-star to start the season. The adductor strain, he got sick, never got his rhythm, and then he left for 2 months. Those are the facts.
Those are facts. I'm going off gut feeling, and gut feeling right now is something's up with the dude and this team, and I just think he needs to take a hike at some point because he's really the only kind of piece that can get you something back that's decent. And I don't even know who would want him. I don't even know what. But to me, it opens some things up. So that's why I'm staying.
I think I see him fighting, and he does look like he's lost some weight. He's not as strong as he used to be. At the small forward spot, you need to have muscle. You need to be strong. And right now, he doesn't look as strong as he has in the past. He looks like he's about 180, 190 pounds. He needs to be around 200. He doesn't look as strong. So the Bulls will have a fire sale. There's going to be teams that have a fire sale, and everybody's wish may come true. Wiggins may get sold. Wiggins may get traded. He may. It may just happen.
But
you're not going to get. But folks, let me just tell you right now, you're not going to get Zach LaVine for Andrew Wiggins. Zach LaVine has 4 years left, and he's on the $215 million contract.
No, Bonte,
so are you willing to take on that contract with Zach LaVine?
No. At this point, I'm willing to take like 2 lesser pieces with, maybe, one expires this year and the other one expires the year down the line. Like 2 lesser pieces that aren't great for Wiggins. Because I want to open up playing time for Kuminga and Moody.
And let's be realistic about Klay Thompson. Okay, say if you want to trade Klay Thompson, because I'm not going to trade him. Yeah, I don't. Because I still think he could hit open 3 if you get guys around. Klay has to be in the perfect. Like if Klay was on the Lakers, right, and Klay was sitting in the corner, and he had LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and Klay had all those looks from the 3-point line, Klay would light it up, right?
I think he'd be good.
I think he'd be really good.
A lot better than what we've seen here. Yes.
But the personnel around him has to be better.
I totally agree with that.
But if you trade Klay Thompson, if you want to trade Klay Thompson, Warrior fans, because I'm seeing a lot of trade Klay. Yeah, 1 bad game. Now it's turned into 4. But trade Klay, what are you realistically going to get for Klay Thompson?
Forget that part.
Like honestly,
I'm not giving up his expiring contract because it's a max slot. So currently, unless I'm getting a superstar back in return, which you're not going to get, I'm not giving up that slot. That's me. That's how I'm operating.
And then I'm seeing Alex Caruso, right? So let's throw names out there if we want to play with the ESPN trade machine. We're already small.
Alex
You want to go get another small guard?
Come on.
You honestly want to trade for another small guard?
And I like Alex Caruso, but come on.
You want to trade for another small guard?
You just drafted one.
I mean, come on, man. So 888-957-9570. Warriors have lost 5 straight. I get it. It's doom and gloom. We're 13 games into the season. I'm not saying the season is over, nor am I going to say that. Not in the NBA when it's an 82-game season, and I still have Stephen Curry. Let me see what it looks like. Let me see it. But I need my guys back. And Draymond, I need Draymond because he's playing good basketball right now. But I need Draymond to stay on the floor. I can't have him get kicked out. You know what? And now he has a target on his back. The officials are not giving Draymond Green that leeway he used to have.
Wait. So you're saying berating officials for 14 years has finally caught up to
12.
him? Wow.
12.
I mean, like LeBron could get away with it because he's the face of the league, for however many years. Like at some point, Dre, you can't. It's not just berating the officials; it's undressing them every 5 minutes.
Now, some of them need to get undressed because some of these officials are terrible. Some of them need to get cursed out. Honest to God, some of these referees are so bad.
Well, there's a way. There's a tact to go about it.
No doubt.
Like I get what you're saying, but he does himself no favors in the way that he does it. Wouldn't you agree?
No doubt.
Like when Steph Curry has a problem with the ref, you'll see him go over there, and it's I'm hunched over and we're talking.
Well, there's around the league, there's just way too much whining.
That I agree with.
Well, there's way too much whining.
I agree with.
LeBron James, one of the better players we've ever seen in this league, in the history of the league, and he whines all the time. All the time he whines to the referees. I don't like that either. 888-957-9570. Shameless shout-outs coming up in 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Shameless shout-outs coming